Part 2 of the Ossewakop Trail covers the whole of the descent. If you intend driving this pass, it's vital to watch Part 1 first, which includes the Google Earth orientation clips, as well as other very important information on technical, safety and tourism. In 2012, a granite memorial stone was set on the summit of Ossewakop to commemorate the construction of the two giant whitewashed rock murals that have been laid out on the mountainside. The first of these is a knot, the emblem of the North Staffordshire Regiment, which was built in 1901 by the troops stationed in the area during the Second Anglo-Boer War. It's located just below the ox wagon mural. The second is the depiction of a voortrekker wagon constructed mainly by schoolboys from the local high school in 1938. The idea to construct the mural came from a Mr. Verkuil, who was the headmaster of the school. He wasn't a young man, so he sent one of his teachers, Mr. Reed, up the mountain with a large roll of paper to get some idea of the scale that would be required. He monitored Reed from below with binoculars to determine the approximate shape, size and positioning of the wagon, as well as the lettering. He then sketched the proposal final product onto graph paper. His aim was to make the wagon presentable when viewed from a distance. After this preliminary task had been completed, the real work began. First of all, hundreds of steel pins had to be made and numbered. The boys from grades 8, 9 and 10 were instructed to assist with the exercise. The task facing them was huge, since it was impossible to lay out the finished product all at once. It had to be done in stages. To understand the magnitude of the task, one needs to comprehend the size of this mural. For example, the number 1, which makes up the first digit of the dates, is 27 meters long and 1,2 meters wide. Every afternoon after school, the boys climbed the mountain and, using the plan drawn on the graph paper, packed the stones accordingly. The boys quickly became fit and could jog from the base of the mountain to their working position. The farmers in the area had heard about the task and realized that the project was not going to be completed on time. They decided to lend a hand and help by supplying some farm labor. On the Saturday, when the stones were ready for painting, there was great excitement in the town. The lime and water had to be transported from the base of the mountain, and the farmers provided oxen to assist with this task. The townsfolk watched from below as the picture unfolded, and it said that there was no work done in the town or the surrounds on that day. If you don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle but still wish to summit Ossewakop, there are a number of hiking trails which wind their way up the mountain. Alternatively, a ride up the trail in a 4x4 with one of the locals can be arranged. Inquire at the information centre in the town about either of these options. The famous English author Sir Henry Rider Haggard spent a lot of time in Wakkerstroom in the 1870s, and the town features prominently in many of his books.